From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Now, how about that call? Handed to the big guy in that situation. Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
No gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Johnson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
21G, 21G.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Robinson up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Johnson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Get set. Go ahead. Ready, set.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A give left side to Robinson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the cover. Too good there, and it's second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Go ahead.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Turbo one, high. Out.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Johnson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Solo left, Zion. Solo left.
Tua sets up to pass it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Johnson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Get set. 21G.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hey.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Samuel going to go in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Johnson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
44, ready.
Throwing again on second down. Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And from the 41, this is second and a yard.
At the 41-yard line. Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab. Get on.
Running right, here's Achane.
The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go on second and 12. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on third and 13. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right. Solo left Zion. Watson, Oscar.
On first down, back to Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 3. Come on, 3, kick. Come on, 3, kick.
He gets this one to Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 41-yard line. Hey, 21 TA. Hey.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Get set. Ready,
Running left, Achane.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Go ahead.
Again, it's Achane.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll drop to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Johnson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
He's still barreling through. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
A give, running right, Achane. He'll take it inside the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down. Tua. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Ready.
Here's Tua.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Throwing Tua.
It got his man complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
Here's first down.
Go ahead.
Now Tua.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here we go. Time for one final heave. One final try for Tagovailoa.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.